you are serious about what protein you use, then use what Jersey Jay-Z uses. Equip Foods Protein. Order yours now at equipfoods.com and use the promo code JerseyJZ for a special discount.
We are live. It's Joe Zapata with my man Gregg Valentino. What's up, Gregg?
What's going on, fellas?
What's going on? We got St. Patrick's Day coming up next week. Did you know that?
It's the luck of the Irish. Well, I'm a guinea.
Yeah.
We were the gangsters and they were the cops.
Yeah, I saw a Mexican leprechaun.
Mexican leprechaun. There's
something going on, I just want to promote something for next week. I'm going to be at, first of all, is the big event on March 21st. I'm going to be there. It's going to be a huge show, March 21st in Suffolk Credit Union Arena. Tons of wrestlers are going to be there, from Tito Santana, Don Morocco, Rick Martel, Goldberg, Booker T, Jenna Jameson, Brutus Beefcake, Eric Bischoff, Powers of Pain, Sam Roberts. Everyone's going to be at this show. It's huge, really big show.
Wow.
If you guys can come out next Saturday, I will be there. I'll be running the event with some other people. Come out, say hello to me, meet your favorite wrestler. It's going to be a really great time.
Is Amanda going to be there?
Amanda's not going to be there this time. Amanda will not be there this time.
Yeah, by the way, you guys, in case you guys don't know, Mandy, the girl Mandy, they call her Mandy, Amanda Sacramento. I grew up with her mother and everything. I know her since she's, a little girl. But her mother was like the hottest girl in high school, bro. I used to have a big crush on her mother. Woo, she was cutie.
Yeah. And I just also want to throw a shout out right now that this Saturday at the Strong and Shapely Gym, they're going to have an event on March 14th, 1 to 5. Dave Palomo is going to be there. Victor Martinez is going to be there. There's going to be a lot of people there. I'm going to show up for just a little bit. So if you want to come by, say hello. I might be there for like an hour, but that's it. Melly Mel's going to be there. So if you guys are in the neighborhood, come to East Rutherford, New Jersey, and swing by Strong and Shapely Gym right there.
My boys are going to be there. I can't go, but I'm going to be honest with you. The best gym on the East Coast, bro, is Strong and Shapely. The original Mecca of bodybuilding. Bob Bonham built that gym. From you have no idea. That shit was the best gym, and it still is. It's the best gym. So Strong and Shapely gym.
Yep. Let's say hello to some people here.
Bob, my boy, God rest his soul. Bob, I miss you. I love you. He started that Champions Day. It was amazing. But this is gonna be good. So, all right.
Daniel says, "What's going on, Joe and Gregg? Like the beards. Thank you on your 2 MOMO. Thank you. I put a little thumbnail with us with the Irish beards for Irish St. Patrick's Day.
I didn't even see that. Oh, I didn't even
Yes, very funny for St. Patrick's Day. Scarlett Verano says, "Hi, boys. Happy to be here. How you doing, Scarlett?"
What's up, guys?
Our man Dan, of course, he says, "Joe and Gregg, what's going on?" Holly says, "Wow, I can't believe it. I'm early. I can't believe it. I'm always late. Literally, I'm late for everything."
Me too, Holly. I'm late for everything too. Now, who was who put my fucking name in there? Was that me?
That's you. I think that's you, right? Gregg Valentino, let's go. Did you say let's fucking go? That's you. That's going on. Ruben Sanchez, what's up, brothers and sisters?
Ruben, how you doing, brother?
What's going on? So
Ruben's one of my guys.
Gregg, I wanted to ask you. You knew him, but I don't know if you heard. Craig Mson passed away.
Yes, I didn't know him. I seen him. I didn't know we weren't friends, but I used to see him all the time out in Golds and stuff. And I've seen him on Venice Beach back in 1981. The guy was a fucking monster.
He was.
Bro,
he was very big.
He was bigger than Lou Ferrigno. I mean, and Lou Ferrigno was big. I'm talking about he's tall too. First of all, everybody's tall compared to me, but he was big, ripped, and jacked. And I think he was a gangbanger too. He's had a reputation, but he loved bodybuilding. I can't believe he died because I just saw videos with him while he was an older man, and he still looked healthy to me. But you never know. So
I actually,
God rest his soul. He was a nice guy.
I actually talked to him about coming on the podcast, but he wasn't feeling well. Yeah, and he wasn't feeling too great actually at the time. But he didn't really all the podcasts he's on. He's actually live in studio. he didn't know the StreamYard thing. He doesn't know how it works, and he's like no idea how it
like
works.
me. I don't know how it works.
Yeah, so he's like, he doesn't know how to do it. So he's like the technical part he wasn't really good at. So I said, well, maybe another time or something. But then he passed away. So
what did he die of, Joe? Do you know what the hell? What he?
No,
died?
I don't know what he died of. He's 76. Anyone in the chat know what he passed away from? If you guys are
a big guy, bro. If you saw him in person, he was a big motherfucker. He was up there. You know what I mean? Like Victor Richards was a monster, and I always tell Roy Liedermeyer was really jacked to me too. But there were a few really big guys, but he was definitely fucking because he was tall too, and he was just this like he was big, ripped, everything. He never got bloated. I don't know.
No, he was big. Did you think he was bigger than Arnold? Because his arms, they were saying, was bigger than Arnold.
Even Arnold said it one time. Let me tell you, I seen Arnold in his fucking prime. Okay. Remember, I met him first time in 76. So he just finished winning the Mr. Olympias. But I saw him. He was jacked, but he wasn't nothing like that guy was fucking crazy big. Like Victor Richards, crazy big. Like he almost looked like Victor Richards, but way taller. He had that genetic. It's genetic, bro. The thickness of the muscle on that guy. His arms were like ridiculous. The fucking triceps were like this thick. Picture Lee Priest and just like blow him up. You know what I mean? Because Lee Priest is like that, really thick.
Ruben Sanchez says, I'm great, Greg. Went to Mexico on Friday and brought back over $500 worth of babanya.
That a boy, Ruben.
That is
God
very
bless
good.
You. What time do I meet you? I'm just kidding.
What's up? James Kirkpatrick says, what thumbs
James,
up?
What's going on? Those days are over for me, Joe. I wish they weren't, but they are. I'm too old.
V99 GTO says he overdosed on Fiberlize.
How do you overdose? What does that mean? You clogged up your ass pipe? What does that mean? Did you eat too much? Drink? Some guys take it twice a day. Sometimes I take it twice a day. I still have lava coming out the ass. But I know Guy, my boy Guy Sistanino, who's a good friend of mine. I love Guy. I think he was taking it twice a day. I never miss. So.
Yeah. Well, what did you think about that stuff with the Arnold Classic with Martin Fitzwater? I didn't really, whatever. He got an attitude. I don't care. Whatever.
Everybody's asking me that. I have no idea. I don't even know who he is. I'm sorry. I have no idea. I heard something happened and something about Nick Walker, and that's all I know. I don't know really. I know who Nick Walker is, but I don't really know who Martin Fitzwater is. And I thought he was like some foreign guy, and they're like, no, he's from California or something like that. I'm like, I don't. Yeah. Really follow that shit. I don't know what happened. I have no idea what they did, or like I don't know if he didn't buy him a birthday present or fucking threw a fart on stage. I have no idea.
What's he? John Mancini said, I heard the Young LA booth got shut down by the fire marshal.
I heard
I think so, because it's so popular, that Young LA
somebody
stuff.
Told me who was it that I was talking to that was there and told me that it was so fucking crazy there that the boot, like it was like worse than the double Rich Piano used to get. Oh, it was Joe Pitaro.
Really? Joe was there. Yes, he was there. Yes.
Joe told me, Greg, you remember what Rich used to get? Twice that amount,
Wow. I do know they were selling peptides. There was a Paramount Peptides was selling peptides at the Arnold Classic. And I heard a rumor that there was a lot of outside stuff selling some stuff going out too on the outside.
That's going to cause trouble. Now, I don't know what this LA, I thought it was the Trend Twins, but maybe they're just part of this thing, or is that them?
It's a clothing line. Young LA is a clothing line or something, I think.
Oh, okay. It's a clothing.
And it's very popular with bodybuilders. It's like back in the day with the Zumbas that you had, maybe, or whatever it was.
Yeah, Zumba. Yeah, I didn't wear it. I really wasn't. I never wore those pajama pants ever. I wear sweatpants, but I never wore it. I wore, I wore some shirts, but I wasn't really big with that stuff. But everybody else did. You know why? Because I'm short, bro. And you start wearing all that shit and you look like a fucking fire hydrant. There's nothing worse than when you see a short bodybuilder, right? And he's wearing like this big fucking, like the oversized jackets. And you look like fucking, you look like, I always felt like I was like a kid when I was like in school and I had to wear a smock, your father's shirt at art class. That's what I felt like.
John Soley, what's up, my guys in chat? What's going on?
Hey, John, how you doing? I hope you're feeling better, buddy.
Let's see.
John Soley's my guy.
Dan said, shady deals going on at the Arnold. LOL. Yes, there was. They were selling Paramount Peptides booth inside. And then outside was like the gear area. From what
you got to be careful. You got to be careful with that shit. You guys don't get excited and go buy that shit or stay away from that because they're going to fucking win a bust and it's going to be big. Arnold don't play. I know from working with Arnold and, at muscular development. They used to tell you you don't see fist fights there often or any of that kind of shit because, even though guys hate each other, well, I'll meet you at the Arnold. You get locked up and they're going to throw away the key over there because that fuels. Do you know that the Arnold Classic, they've built certain hotels just because of that. That fuels their economy. Do you know how much money they make?
Yeah, they're actually going to extend it to 4 days now because it makes so much money. Did you know that? It
makes so much money, it's sick, okay? And it's not just bodybuilding. Remember, there's cheerleading contests there. There's everything else. So if you fuck around, you're going to find out bad. And you're going to cry and be like, listen, don't fuck around with that shit. If you guys know anybody that's like, oh, bro, I'll wait till I'm going to get some shit next. Don't do it. Because you might be the one who has the bad luck, and you don't.
And what I heard was the Paramount Peptides that was had a booth selling peptides, had a doctor there doing a physical, and he was prescribing stuff.
You can't do that. Listen, that's so fake. You don't think that they're gonna that's gonna a doctor?
I don't know, but that's what I said. There was a doctor there.
Blood test right there. You have to have blood tests. That shit's got to be sent out. You can't do testosterone tests and all that shit. But whatever. That's just to try to cover their ass.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly to cover their ass. That's kind of.
I don't care what they do. That's their problem. I'm just telling you guys, okay? Oh man, I want to get some shit. Don't do it. I'm just telling you. Plus, you got to bring that shit on a plane. You get caught, you're fucked. That's federal charge. They can get you for drug trafficking because you're going from one state to another. Don't fuck around. Just telling you.
James Kirkpatrick said Lee is sponsored by Young and Lay. Yeah, he is.
Listen, I don't care if young LA, old LA, well hung LA. I don't give a shit. I'm just telling you, whatever maybe they're just selling clothes and there's somebody else on it. I don't know. I'm not, whatever they do is their business, okay? I'm just telling you guys, don't fucking, if you come across some shit out there, don't buy into it because it's a matter of time till shit hits the fan. Especially we're all talking about it now. So you don't think that they fucking hear about that over there?
Holly Holly said Titan Medical does that at the Tampa Pro. They have a booth and do that stuff.
I don't know. I know Titan Medical. John is a great guy from Titan. His wife is fucking so cute. Charisse, beautiful girl, beautiful. They got a nice kid, the whole bit. I don't know what the hell they're doing. Michael Hearn's a friend. I like him. We get along, but you got to be careful with that shit. Just got to be careful is all I'm telling you. Peptides the one thing because it's a gray area thing, but when you fuck around and when Joe says there's other goodies out there, that means we're talking not about peptides. We're talking
Babanya.
Right, the babanya. Okay, the babanya. So you don't want to fuck around. Just don't be around that shit because if you got bad luck like I do, you know what I'm saying? You'd be fucked. I'd be the idiot that gets fucked.
You're at the Arnold. All the people there are on the Babanya, so you're going to make a killing. You're going to make a killing.
Joe, see, the fact that you heard these things means it's out there.
Yes.
And if Joe heard, now we're talking about it, and we're probably not the only guys talking about it.
No, it's out there, man.
It's getting to Arnold and those people. And as much as you think Arnold's a bodybuilder, he did steroids. You're out of your fucking mind. He'd throw you under the bus in 2 seconds. He'd throw all of them under the bus. Yes, he wants to make money, but that can stop him. That could fuck up the whole Arnold Classic. Just trust me. Stay away from that shit.
Yeah. Hey, Greg Hoffman said, hey, Joe and Greg, I heard Dave was selling snakes and tranny protein bars at the Arnold. I don't know. He maybe, who knows, who knows like that. I don't know.
No, Dave, I don't think Dave might be coming out with a protein bar, but if he does, you'd want to get it because Dave doesn't fuck around. He research. You understand when he buys a protein and shit. I'm not saying, look, he's like, I'm not saying because he's my friend. That fucking guy takes the shit himself and he researches that shit. You talk to anybody about like that protein powders. He doesn't play around. But so if he does come out with a bar, you better believe, you better send him right here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he better, right? Hey,
by the way, God damn it.
I know you don't like football, really. You don't like football. So the Jets actually made a trade and brought back a quarterback named Geno Smith. And he played for the Jets like 10 years ago. He was horrible. Bad.
I've heard the name, yeah.
Okay. So he brought him back and he's not well liked because a story came out. Do you know what he did when he played for the Jets this first time around? One of his teammates, actually had a children's charity event for children's cancer. Said to Gino, hey, look, would you come to this event and, do it? Gino said yes. Okay. The guy paid $500 for his trip.
Really?
Yeah. hotel, everything, paid everything. Okay, gave him money, everything. He no-showed, didn't even go. Okay, didn't go, didn't even call, nothing. Right. So his roommate, his teammate, went to him in the Jets locker room. This happened in the Jets locker room before a game. Found him, said, "Why didn't you show up to the children's charity cancer thing?" He goes, "You know what? F you." The player punched him in the jaw, knocked him out. He was out for the season because he broke his jaw.
I fuck around and find out. You know what?
The Jets. So that's why everyone's like, "Oh my God."
Typical Jets, though. They haven't won a Super Bowl since 1969.
Yes.
I mean, I don't think they've been in the Super Bowl since 1969. I don't remember them being even in the Super Bowl to lose. So,
yeah, exactly. John Solly says, "Say what you want about Dave. In my opinion, he has the best products, Fiberlize, his multivitamin, and his products are top notch. He does the best.
John, he does. You're right. I'm not just saying this because he's my friend. I'm just telling you, he doesn't, like, he goes and buys the top of the line. Like, even when George, Mr. G, was getting protein to make the cookies, he was like, dude, I can't, he's such a high, he buys a high grade of protein. Dave himself spends a lot of money for that shit. So it's hard to, I'm just saying, he doesn't fuck around. I'm just telling you. I know that for a fact. Again, you don't have to go buy Walmart if that's what you want, but it's not the same. I can tell you that for a fact. And it's not because Dave's my friend. I'm just telling you, his shit is really good. His Fiberlize, all the pro bodybuilders take it. It's not Metamucil. It's not the same.
Yeah.
So, whatever.
John Mancini said, "Can't wait for next week's drama on After Hours." LOL. Let me see. Look, I'm not going to say anything, guys, about this situation. I have my own thoughts about it, but the guy who Larry has the problem with, so I know the person. Not well, but don't be surprised if he doesn't show up. That's all I'm going to say, because he's not happy with some things too. So that's all I know. That's all I'm going to say. But don't be surprised if he doesn't show up on After Hours. And it's not because he doesn't have receipts or anything. There's a lot of things going back. I don't want to be involved, but like I said, I don't know. There's a lot of deeper things you guys don't know about that I heard through this person. That's all I'm going to say.
I don't know the guy. I don't even know. Larry's my boy. I love Larry. Larry's a really good guy. I don't know the guy, but is there a nickname for him? Because I can see I'm in his group text and I see
Goob. His name is Goob. Goob, yes.
Like Goobers. Okay, yeah.
Goob, yes.
Now you say that, I remember them saying that.
Goob,
Goobers. Yes. Goob. Okay. Yeah, I don't know too much about that shit. I don't want to get involved, but all I know is Larry's my,
they did, and like
Larry's
I said, they did meet each other at the Arnold.
Yeah, I heard that.
There was a little confrontation between Goob and Larry at the Arnold,
I think Dave told me that.
And Goob said, "Hey, look, we don't need to do this here now, exactly." And whatever happened was going to happen. They said, "No, let's handle it on the show." Now, talking to Goob, finding out some stuff. I don't know. I don't know if he's going to show up. That's all I gotta say. Well, we'll see. Hopefully it's a good show. Who knows? I
got Larry's back.
Ken Shupins and can someone TLDR? Haven't watched After Hours in a few weeks. Can someone
TLD? What does that mean?
I don't know what TLD means.
Tell Dave Romano? I don't know.
I don't know what that means. William Allen, in Larry I trust.
William Allen, what's going on? Yeah, Larry's a great guy. I like Larry.
You
guys got to know him personally. He's actually a very good guy. And when when you talk to him, he's talkative. He's good. I like him.
Yeah. So hopefully, they settle it. See what happens.
Yeah, I got nothing to do with it. I have no idea. I don't even know what this whole fucking.
Just stay out of it, Greg, because you know what? Somehow they'll throw you on the. You'll be thrown under the bus.
Somehow or other, I'll be the one. Greg, okay, here I go. I'm gonna get ambushed.
Joe Zapata and Greg Valentino. They're the ones.
I'm gonna get ambushed. All I know is if this guy Goob or whatever, right? If it was me that was the target. Right?
Oh God.
They'd be stacking up all this shit against me. I'd be sitting there and next thing you know, boom! I'd be like, holy fuck, I'm being bombarded. Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah. You'd be like Iran's Navy. You'd just be sitting there.
Yeah, right. At the bottom of the sea.
Yeah, exactly. What do you think, by the way, of that bomb with Mandami in New York City? Did you see that in New York City? That guy who did that
Joe, I can show you videos. You'd yak right now. No, it's so bad. He's got so much bad shit going on. He couldn't even say. They were asking him, do you denounce the radical Islamist the terrorists? And he's saying, look, people have the right to think what they want. And he goes, no. Do you disavow? Do you agree with them, or you get? Let me just say, I can't dictate what people think, that whatever they want to think. And I'm like, he can't say it. He just can't say it because he's in with some bad fucking people. Whatever. It's not the religion, it's the people. You understand? It's the person. You know, I mean, look at I'm Christian, Catholic, okay.
Yep.
And I know guys who are born again Christian, not born again Christian. What's the Jehovah?
Okay.
You know, oh my God, you celebrate your birthday, you fucking pagan. You do this. God didn't die on a cross. He died on a steroids like this. Oh my God, you got to hit their fucking nuts too. Every fucking, you know, you got the regular Jews, and then you got the ones with the hats, and you know, the fucking, everybody's fucking, there's radicals in everything. You understand? So, and I don't give a fuck what God you pray to. If you're an asshole, I don't care what your skin color is. If you're an asshole, you're an asshole. You know what I'm saying?
Yep, 100%. John Mancini says, "Stay out of it, Greg. Dave will probably bring on Lou Ferrigno next week." You're right, man.
You're right, John. You're right. I'll lose. Even when I win, I lose.
Exactly, man. V99 said, "This country's going down the toilet."
It's bad, bro. New York here, where I am, it's bad, bro. Woof.
But you know what? I love Trump, though. I gotta say, dude, I love Trump. What he's doing.
Trump is the only good. But these people, there's so many people that hate his guts. I mean, I've never seen such dissension in a country. Dude, the Democrats are like, you know, how dare you bomb Iran? Like, you're like, holy shit. But when Obama sucked their dick and was bombing fucking Afghanistan and all these other places, Pakistan, then it's okay, right? You know what I mean? It's like unbelievable, the hatred. It's just. Trump could resurrect Jesus Christ and have him walk in the middle of that, like, you know, when he gave his speech there, what do you call it, their address to the nation, and they wouldn't even stand for Jesus. They'd be like, I asked Jesus, fuck him. You know what I mean? They're fucked up. They're really, dude, I've never seen anything so bad that this, how can you go against the nation? Listen to me. When my son served, my father served both wartime. Okay, my son was Afghanistan war. My father was Korean war. Listen to me. They know that there's a chance that when you join the army, and both of them joined the army, you know what I'm saying? My father joined, he wasn't drafted. There's a chance, okay, that you could get killed. Okay, that's what you join to fight for your country. Same thing, cops. When you get sworn in as a cop, when you get sworn in as a police officer, when you get sworn in even EMT, there's a chance, okay, that you could lose your life for that job. But you take that chance, you take that oath on. All these people, I don't see Trump's sons dying in the army. Well, listen, they didn't join the army. What do you want? So he's got to put his sons out there. That makes it, you know. You join the army. The army's the army. I never saw such dissension in my life, and I'm a father of a soldier. Okay, so I never saw such the people who fucking they're rooting again. Hakeem Jeffrey should be fucking. They should hang him from the Empire State Building. He's sitting there saying, "We're going to lose this war." You know, we're not going to lose this war. And the hatred for the Jews, it's just. And there's other Jews that hate Jews, and I even have some friends. Netanyahu, you don't understand. Netanyahu is at the head of this underground. He's really pulling the strings against Trump. Trump's not doing this. It's Netanyahu. Netanyahu controls Trump. Oh, wait a minute. Really? Wait, geez, that's funny because, So October 7th happened under Biden, right? October 7th happened under Biden, and Biden wouldn't let Netanyahu fucking do shit about it, right? So Netanyahu couldn't do shit about it until Trump became president. And then Trump gave him the green light. Go ahead, fuck them up. Okay? You got to be kidding me. You're out of your fucking mind. From the river to the sea. You get the fuck out of here. No. There's Jews saying that shit. It's like Jews saying, kill all Jews. It's like, I don't even want to get into it. It's like, fucking, this country is so fucked. You have few people that feel the way you feel about, like, fuck Trump, fuck the fucking, what we're doing over there in Iran and all that shit. Years ago, you would have got fucking. You should go to another country. You shouldn't even be here. Go somewhere else. You're a disgrace. I didn't like Biden, and I didn't like Obama. My son served under Obama. My son served a fucking high, was up there in an elite position under Obama. Okay, my son was intelligence. Let me tell you something, and he's still intelligent. But what I'm saying is, you got to be out of your fucking mind. If I supported Obama, I supported Biden too. If Biden blew something up in the name of the United States, I didn't like Biden, but I still don't say fuck him. I hope we lose. You're out of your fucking mind.
Yeah. Holly says, but why does Dave keep having people on his show to call out his people like Larry's his person? Gregg is his person, and he had an old guy on there, and I can't think of his name. Yeah, he does that all the time. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, you're talking about the old guy. Might be talking about George. Yeah, he breaks up. I mean, Dave loves me. I know he does, but it's just I guess I'm his I'm an easy target. Plus, he knows I don't give a shit, and I'll come out and do a video and rebut it.
Yeah. The dude, we got full bush.
Yes, dude. There's no such thing. Never enough bush.
Anthony Zamboni said, Larry seems like a good guy, but why do you guys act like people are afraid of him? He can barely walk and is old as fuck. Yeah, well, look, I'm not. I don't care. We're not saying that. I mean, I just want to get in the drama.
I see Larry in a different light. He's a really good guy. Like, I got to hang out with him. I spent days with him, when I was in Alabama with him and stuff. And, there's times I'd be like, oh, fuck, man, I haven't eaten. Larry, but come here, take a cookie, take what, like, he had these protein cookies, but he's just like talking with him. My girlfriend loved him. She was hanging out with him and stuff. And you know what's funny? He's not a bad looking guy. When he sits there and stares at the screen like this, you don't really see he's a good looking guy. He's a very nice guy. He's a really good guy. And you know what? He's really smart. He would make a great prep coach. I don't know if I think he does do that shit, Joe.
Yeah, I think he does. Yeah, I've never met Larry. I don't know. I've never met Larry. He seems like this guy. He seems like this guy. I never met him, so I can't judge him. I mean, the story he talks about with the cartel, I wasn't there, but I don't know a lot of people who survived the cartel people, but whatever. That's his story to tell.
Yeah, I don't get involved in anybody's shit. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know any tough guy stuff, any of that stuff. I don't know, who he's beat. But I see Larry as a good guy. Like, I like him personally. You know what I mean? There's a lot of guys. I get along with pretty much everybody. I try to not. I try to see the good in people. I don't. I'm not one of those people. That like. That everybody, I'm not jealous of people or anything. Like, look, he's making a lot of money. I'm the only guy that tells it straight, bro. Like, look, I'll see I'm broke. I don't fucking have to drive I can go out and look, dude, I own my own house. I don't even have a mortgage yet. I can go take the money and buy nice cars and drive around, show everybody, look, I just bought the BMW FUCK. It's the top line. I spent $200,000. I could go do that. I can fucking mortgage. I don't even have a mortgage. I can mortgage this house and go fucking buy shit and try to impress all of you guys. But I don't. Yeah. I wear dead guy shoes when I fucking cut the grass. I don't have to I don't try to like dazzle like all these other guys. I'm a shot caller. Look at my fucking, look at my gold chains. I could do that shit. I don't want to do that shit. I'm happy, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's all that matters.
At Martin Fitzwater's here. Yeah, like that's really Martin. Yeah. Keep my name out your fucking mouth. Say it to my effing face. Yeah, like that's the real Martin, okay?
I don't even know Martin Fitzwater. I don't know what he's doing. I have no feelings. I don't know him. I don't know anything about him. So I'm not saying, like whether he was right or wrong or did what. I still don't even. If Jesus Christ came down right now in front of me and said, Gregg, you fucking loser, all you have to do is tell me, what did Martin Fitzwater do at the Olympia to piss people off or not piss people off or whatever happened? I'd be like, and you get $1 million. I'd be like, I guess I'm not getting $1 million because I have no fucking clue what they're talking about. None. How about that? And by the way, I'm the only guy that admits like I'm an ugly motherfucker. Everybody else was like, dude, like I get chicks all day, all night. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I admit I'm an ugly motherfucker. Okay. So go ahead. I'm sorry, Joe.
At Holly says the one that talks in rhymes. Yes, that's Peter Paul the Barbarian. He's talking about.
Oh God, Oh God.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Peter and Paul.
I don't hate the guy. I know I'm not on his Christmas list, so let's just put it that way. He's not too fond of me right now. I don't hate the guy. I wish him the best, but there's definitely a fucking few nuts and bolts that have loosened over time. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, hopefully his record is coming out soon. It's going to be platinum or gold or whatever it's going to be soon. His record, right? So we'll see.
Yeah. His record.
Jacked Up Beaver says spam in the can.
Yes, ham, which is spamming again. It's by the way, it's not Peter Paul, it's Peter Palpin.
Peter Palpin, that's right. Peter
Palpin picked a pack of pickled peppers. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, okay.
America first. Yes.
America first. That's right, William. America first. Let's see. Then Jack Up Beaver says Dave thinks he is Howard Stern. Yes, that's why he calls it the whack pack.
He loves Howard. Dave actually does.
He copied, the whack pack, and that's what he says, just like Howard Stern. Just try to be Howard Stern too.
Guys, I love Dave. So he just it's just,
that's why, like I said, the Larry stuff. I just don't want to deal with the drama because it's going to be drama week and this and that, and then they're going to say something we said and be like, "Oh, you see what you said?" And Joe and Gregg, and I'm like,
if they're doing all that shit, I'm going to just sit back with popcorn. Not really, but make believe popcorn. I'm going to be just sitting back like I did this week when they were talking about that shit. If you watch the show, I'm sitting back and I'm like, "What, Ma?"
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
but so whatever.
Raw Dog, just checking in for the show. By the way, at Raw Dog, I'm going to have the Road Dog, Jesse James from the WWE is going to be at the show, the big event on the 21st. Road Dog, Jesse James. He was partnered with Triple H. You know Triple H.
Yes, I do. Nice guy. One of the best guys fucking I've ever met. Great guy.
Yep. Raw Dog guy and a successful business owner. We can give him that. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what he has a business, right, and stuff. I don't know.
Who
Raw Dog said Larry. Larry has a successful business owner. Larry.
Yeah, dude. Let me tell you something. Larry's like Bob Bonham. He runs a ship. They don't fuck around. You know what I'm saying? Some people don't like that. There's people be like, I don't want to. Some people didn't like the way Bob ran the. It was tight shit. There's some people like that. Some people don't. If you're not gonna fuck around in Larry's gym, he'll throw you right the fuck out of there. He'll give you your money and say get out.
Mm-hmm.
I actually like the way he thinks. Do you know that he was saying one time that on his, I don't know if it's his, whatever, one of his social media sites, he said, if there's guys on there talking shit, I just block them and fucking throw them off. He said, I don't care. He doesn't care about the number of people he has. He cares more about the positivity. Like I don't need you. He can sit, like he said, I don't need you in my house talking shit or fucked up. If you're going to act like a dick, bye. You know what I mean? Especially when you're not even, you got a fake name and nobody knows who you are. Do you know, like right now you're talking to Joe Zapata and Gregg Valentino. I don't know who you are. You're Venom 123. I have no idea. You're Fuzzy Nipple or whatever your name is. You know what I'm saying?
Dan says Larry seems cool, very passionate about his gym. I bet he's pretty sweet place. The train sounds like he has a lot of equipment. That is hard.
You know what? I'm going to tell you something right now. I'm going to come right out and make a bold statement. If I was ever to fucking go for a show, obviously Dave would be the guy I'd go to because Dave's my friend and, and Dave wouldn't charge me. But I would also really want to talk with Larry because Larry is very smart and he doesn't fuck around. Do you understand? He will actually sit there and look at you. And I've seen him do it. He helped a girl at one of the shows. And I've seen him work with people. He's very fucking good. He don't play around. Like if you needed a trainer, he'll charge you, but there's no fucking around. He'll tell you what he's doing. You're not doing what I told you. Like he's really on it. He's not going to say, here, follow this shit that he gives everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. In the words of the great Lenny, a cookie cutter. He's not going to just give you some fucking, he's going to actually sit there and try to, he's really, like a Larry would be one of the guys I would want to train me. To be honest with you, I'm just saying that. There's a lot of guys out there, Hattie, Honey, and all those guys who I know I worked with for years and all those guys. But Larry's very intense, and I like that. I like a guy that doesn't fuck around. I'll tell you, you look like shit. I've seen him do it. Tell people, I've seen him even tell Armand one day, you look like shit. He doesn't pull punches.
Let's see. John Mason says Howard Stern show got canceled, I heard. Is that true?
Yeah, I don't know. I hope so.
I don't know. I hope The View gets canceled. That fucking show.
Oh, they'll never get canceled because they're fucking.
I don't know how they got on.
They lie. Everything they say is bullshit. Sorry, I'm yawning.
Yeah, that is Whoopi Goldberg, who says she's gets named in the Epstein files. She says, "Oh, I had nothing to do it," but Trump gets named. He's got something to do with it. See, she just
because Trump is a man, and they hate Trump's guts. Listen to me. Bill Clinton even said, there's nothing there. Donald Trump did not do anything. I can tell you that for a fact. And meanwhile, they hate each other. Okay, right now. Yeah. Number one. Yeah. Number two, if there was anything in there, they would have used it when Biden was president. Remember, Biden's the one who got the files and kept them for 4 years, never released them, and redacted everything. Okay, because everybody in here is Democrat. if there was shit on Trump, they would have been like, we got it. We got this motherfucker. And I'm sorry. I just had an argument with my friend's wife, and I love her dearly. But in my opinion, this is just my opinion. I'm not trying to be fucked up here. I know some people are going to fucking fall off their chairs. But there were no victims. You cannot be... Listen, you cannot be a victim when you're a willing participant and you go there. And, you know, oh, but there were minors. How old were the minors? Dude, first of all, half my girlfriend's fucking family, by the time they were 13, all the girls were pushing our kids. So they knew what they were doing, okay? But that doesn't mean that's fine. To me, when you're calling pedophile, that means like somebody who's looking at an 8-year-old girl going, look at that ass. You know what I mean? That's a pedophile. But if you're dealing with a 17-year-old girl who's already got jammy tits and walking around bikinis, and they're all over this fucking internet, first of all, with tons of followers doing nothing but like, you know, they sit there and they do a little outfit and they lip sync for 10 seconds to a song like, you know, baby, hit me one more time or some shit, you know, some Britney Spears, and they're lip syncing to that. And these guys are like, her pie, oh, she's so hot. You know what I mean? So when they go to Epstein Island, their mother packs their lunch. Make sure it's Bill Clinton's going to be there. Make sure you give him a little back rub. You know what I'm saying? You know, Bill Clinton, the president. You know, because they have something to get out of it. It's just like Harvey Weinstein. These girls didn't do anything for 30 years. Meanwhile, they all got, half of them were models, supermodels, fucking, and they were nothing till they were with him. He's a piece of shit. Don't get me wrong. He's a piece of shit. Okay. But it's always when you wanted something. You understand? It's like the girl that went up to Mike Tyson's room and, you know, making out with him, rubbing his cock and all that shit. And then she said, after that, I was like, don't. Get the fuck out of here, Joe Biden. Don't. You know what I mean? It's bullshit, you know? It's bullshit. Look at it. I always say to Borat, go on Borat, look up which Bruno. When he did the movie Bruno, look when he had the little 5-year-old girl. He wanted to he's trying to prove a point. So he gets this 5-year-old girl's mother sitting there and he's going, you know, how old is she? She's 5. Okay. How much does she weigh? She's like 30 pounds. And he goes, okay, we need her to lose like 10, 15 pounds. Do you think she can do that? And the mother's like, thinking like, okay, she's going to get a movie role. We got to get her in the movies. Yeah, she'll lose the 10 pounds. We'll make her lose it. That just goes to show you that parents and everything. Who do you think brought the little kids over to Michael Jackson? He didn't. All those kids are adults now. They said he didn't do anything with him. Okay. But the bottom line is the parents brought them there. He didn't go, Michael Jackson didn't go, look, I got fucking a little Macaulay Culkin here with a fucking net. You understand? His parents packed his lunch, packed his little bag, gave him nice, cute little underwears to wear when they go to bed, and fucking sent them there. Okay? So, sorry.
Yep. V99 says, Greg, do you think the war will take long months, not weeks?
No, they're fucking Iran up. Although I do got to admit, they keep saying, man, we got them where we want them. We fucked up their navy. We fucked up this. And meanwhile, Iran's bombing the shit out of like the UAE and all that. I just watched it now. You know, but that's just desperation. It's the last. We have to get the people need to rise up. You know what I'm saying? And that's what you need. So we'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens. Anthony says, Greg, why don't you go to Strong and Shapely Saturday and take a mean shit and reclaim your territory?
Thank you, Anthony. No, I won't be. I can't make it there. But, you know, I talked to the owner. I talked to Paul.
Joe, I was hoping that Peter Palpin was singing the national anthem at the Arnold. LOL.
Did you see his shit? He used to play guitar, with fucking bare feet, sitting there with a weed in the mouth, you know, sitting outside in the grass, you know, living on the land. I'm sorry, but that's not going to sell records today. Sorry.
Holly says, where is Steve? I don't know where Steve Z is. We don't know where Steve Z is.
Oh, shit. Holly, he's going to be glad to hear that you said that because he loves you.
Yeah. Martin says, Greg, he says he doesn't know me yet. He talked shit about me on After Hours. Martin, didn't everyone talk shit about you?
I didn't say a word. I have no idea. Don't listen to this fucking guy.
Of course, this guy's a fucking momo.
I have no idea. If you watch me in After Hours when they were talking about that, I was like this. I had no idea what they were talking, nor do I give two fucks, by the way. And I was just sitting there like this, and I'm like, what are these guys even fucking boring the shit out of me? I was waiting for Dave to fucking mute my mic because then I was going to go. He didn't have to mute my mic because I didn't say anything, but he knew because I was like this the whole time. Watch. I don't care. I don't give two fucks who has arguments, who does what, who wins, who loses. I don't give a shit.
Let's see. Holly says, "Okay, Martin, you're not supposed to be on social media." Yeah, that's not Martin. Of course, that's not Martin.
I know someone. I don't give a fuck. I don't even know who he is. I have no idea. I'm sure he's a nice guy. I don't give a shit though. I don't care.
Yeah. You know, what do you think about Gina Carano and Ronda Rousey fight?
I love Gina Carano. Gina Carano's Italian royalty. I love that girl. I think she's cute, and I like her attitude about things. And I hope she fucking runs through Ronda Rousey. But I don't know. You never know. Ronda Rousey has that jujitsu and the fucking judo shit. The only thing is Gina Carano hits like a fucking monster. So it depends. If they're gonna stand up and box, Carano might knock her out. But if they fucking gets to the ground, you gotta look at Rousey. So I don't know. But they're two, first of all, Gina Carano's like 10 years older, hasn't fought in like 20 years or whatever it's been. So, this is like Mike Tyson fighting, you know what I'm saying? All I know is Ronda Rousey ain't taking any of the girls that are in here tonight. Let me see her fight Dakota Ditcheva. Dakota Ditcheva would be like this. I
think Gina Carano is going to win. May 16th, I think I'm pulling for Gina. I like Gina.
I want Gina Carano to win. I don't like Ronda Rousey. You know what I mean? I used to like her, but she's crazy and she's not a nice person. Even when she wins, she loses. She's a terrible loser.
Yeah, when she was in WWE as Rowdy Ronda Rousey, I've heard stories about her that she wasn't the most approachable person.
I heard that nobody likes her in the WWE and in UFC. They don't like her. So we'll see. But I mean, she's fought more recent, and Gina Carano's been an actress. She's not doing all that shit anymore. I mean, Ronda Rousey's been doing wrestling and stuff, and she keeps up with her MMA stuff. Carano's been doing like acting, you know what I mean? But we'll see what happens. I hope she fucking hits her with a shot. I
think so. I want to see Gina win.
I think too. I'm rooting for Gina Carano.
Me too. She's beautiful. She's a beautiful woman.
She is beautiful. But I like her personality. Like, she's a nice person. Very sweet. She's really nice too.
Very sweet. What we got here? It says we got a Tremboloni sandwich. Says, "Hey Joe, longtime fan. Greg, what was the reason behind Dave Palumbo's divorce with Amanda?" I don't know.
They didn't get along. She was not, they fought all the time. It's same. It's really no different from everybody else's story. There's no hidden secrets. I mean, two people don't like each other anymore. You know what I mean? They just don't get along. Can't agree on the water's cold. No, it's not. It's warm. Yes, it is. It's cold. No, you got more ice in your glass than I do. No, I don't. Stupid shit like that. You start arguing. Joe, you ever been in a relationship where you argue over stupid shit? Like, like you left your shoes on the floor. Oh, here, geez, Greg, no, but I always tell you, for Christ's sake, like when you start nitpicking at the slightest little thing, you know what I mean? It's it's over.
We're both divorced. We both know. So.
Yeah. Well, my divorce is my fault. I was a piece of shit. And, I stuck it. My wife is 100% right. I was 100% wrong. Not 100% me. You're a good guy, Joe, so you didn't do anything wrong. But me, I was an asshole, and I deserved everything that came my way. And trust me, she paid me in spades. I bent over and said to her, "Stick it in there." See, I told you it's gay. She was a tranny. Meanwhile, she gave birth. She gave birth out of her ass to my kids. But anyway.
V99 says, "Greg, if you had to leave New York, what state would you move to?" Well, that's a good question.
I would probably, believe it or not, I'd probably move down by where Dave is in Florida. And I've never been to Florida in my life. Okay.
No, never been to Disney World or anything?
No, I'm not as you all know, I'm not the biggest guy that leaves the house. I would probably go where Dave is because I don't like all the madness like Miami. It's cool down there, there's clubs, and I'm done with that shit. I'm going to be 66 years old. Okay, me, Jimmy the Bull, and John Romano, we're all the same age. The thing is that I would probably go to Florida because of the weather and shit. But then again, I might go to like the other place would probably be the Vegas area. You know what I mean? Because I like warm heat. I don't want to be anywhere where the word snow is in the forecast. And
what about
I'd have to wear. No thanks. No thanks. Well, my luck, the cartel, and my mother-in-law is probably the head of the cartel, so I'd be the first one whacked.
But she gets a donkey to ride on.
She actually just came home. I think the 10th. That was yesterday. Yeah, she just got home yesterday.
Oh, really? She
just got home from Mexico. Yeah. I'm like, holy shit.
She came back from Mexico. Where to wherever she's from, wherever.
Yeah, she's Puebla. Puebla, Mexico. That's where they're
Okay.
from. You know, they're in the country of Puebla. I told you, she sent a picture of her sitting on a donkey, and I could see the donkey's face like, get her off. Get her off. You know what I mean? She's too heavy. And then if she farts like this, the donkey's like, okay.
How did she get here? What kind of plane carried her here?
Flying like this. She was sitting in the back. The plane was flying like this.
They taped her to a giant boat like Godzilla.
Yeah, I'm a citizen. Okay, I'm a citizen.
Oh my God.
Let's
Let's see. Yep. Anthony says Paul was nervous to talk to Greg. He pretended like he couldn't hear you on After Hours.
No, he really couldn't. Everybody keeps saying it was Bob getting involved.
Yeah, exactly.
I talked to him today. He couldn't hear me, and I know he couldn't hear me. I think he thought that Dave muted it or whatever.
Yeah. At Raw Dog says the road dog Jesse James, the badass Billy Gunn, the New Age Outlaws, degenerate sucker. Yeah, he knows the wrestling. Hard Dog.
There you go, Raw Dog.
Yeah.
Well, he's got the name of a wrestler, right? Raw Dog. That would make a name.
Yeah, Raw Dog. Yes, yeah, exactly. Raw Dog. You know,
that would make a good wrestling name.
Mm-hmm. What else we got over here? We says he definitely need too much Red Bull. What do we got here? Me and my girl are great, unlike you, divorce idiots. I guess he's talking about Martin.
Oh,
this guy who's Martin. I don't know who he is. This guy's
you idiot! You stupid! You retard! You stupid idiot! Stop! You're hurting me! Stop! You're hurting my.
I was hoping that Knight Rider was in this chat because I wanted to ask you, did you believe in Area 51? What about that? Everything that happened there. What about you, Greg? You think about Area 51 because you heard about.
I believe there's weird shit. I believe there's something weird shit there, but I don't believe that there's any alien bodies and all that stuff because of everything I read and watched and bullshit about it. You know what I mean? Like, unfortunately, I could go into this, but then guys get pissed. And there was a guy. If Knight Rider, if you're here, get off the other name and get on Knight Rider name. And tell me did you go by the name of there's somebody who messaged me on Instagram. They sent me something stupid. I think it's about that area, whatever. But would you go by the name of an old 1970s TV show? Would it make we'll go with that. I don't want to say it here, so you tell me if it's you or not. We're not you, right? Or if you're on it. No, I don't think this. If Joe, I want to send you. Joe, are you into that shit or no?
I am. That's why I said because I like Bob Lazar.
Joe, if I send you some, I know, but those guys, there's difference between those guys like that. You know, I've been following UFOs for a long time. I've actually seen the bodies. I've seen the crafts. But then when you talk to the guys who actually run the Hubble telescope, the actual people who discover star number 38461, we just discovered a new star. Those guys that run that shit will tell you, sorry, it's never happened. And it never can happen. And they tell you why. And I'll send you, Joe, I'll send you a link after you watch, if you're interested.
Yeah.
Okay. You tell me what you think after you watch it. You tell me what you take out. Just like 2 or 3 videos I could send you. One's a documentary where this guy, it was almost exactly what I did with the Bell brothers, where he seeks out the truth, okay, about all this shit. And he goes to the Hubble telescopes and he goes with the scientists and all the guys who documented the real science. Bob Lazar, those guys aren't scientists. They're just, they're like the same guys who chase Bigfoot and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? But the real scientists, I mean, it's just like Bigfoot, she exists. I'm married to her. Well, I'm with her daughter, but no. How come there's no bones? We don't find. There was a Bigfoot, okay? There was a Gigantopithecus, but that shit died off like 10,000 years ago. They find. I want to see a Bigfoot turd. The only thing that actually had me thinking a little teeny bit about Bigfoot, just a little bit that it could be true. The only thing is Joe, you're Joe Zapata. Joe Pietaro and I did an interview with Les Stroud, and I got to know Les Stroud. That's Survivor Man. You ever see the TV show Survivor Man, where he's the only guy, not Bear Grylls, not that asshole who sleeps in hotels. Les Stroud would go into, and he would go into the deepest part of the wilderness, where he said there's been very little human, people, there. You know what I'm saying? Like that's ever been to, like the deepest part of where the like redwood trees are, like way to fuck up in Canada and shit, whatever, right? And he did say that, he goes, look, I've never seen a Bigfoot. He goes, but I can tell you that I've sat at night and all of a sudden a rock would come flying right by my head, like a fastball and hit off the tree. And I turn and I look and I'd say, hey, and all of a sudden another rock would go. And he goes, there were no human beings around. So where the rock came from, I don't know. Maybe it's one of your alien friends, Knight Rider. I don't know. But that's the only thing he said. I have not seen a Bigfoot, but he did claim that he would hear heavy footprints and shit like that. So we don't know. That's all I can tell you. And that comes from Les Stroud, and he's not a bullshit artist. So.
Well, they did say the Loch Ness Monster was faked. That was fake. It was.
Yeah, that's not real. You know what? You know how you know that's not real? That's a sterile lake.
Okay.
There's no fish. What would it eat?
Yeah, there's nothing in there.
You're not going to be a fucking giant. Now, they did say it could be a plesiosaurus or whatever that could swim back out because that Loch Ness goes out eventually to the ocean and something could swim in. But I don't know. You know what I mean? Like they've actually had guys on boats that do sonar and they go across the whole fucking lake and there's been nothing. There's not even fish. What would it live on? It's like a sterile lake. You have to eat, right? And to be that big, you better eat a lot. Yeah. So I don't know.
And well, ghosts, you do believe in ghosts, or what? And what about the afterlife?
Oh, no, wait a minute, Joe. My mother-in-law once went to Scotland and swam in the Loch Ness. Could it be, Joe? Maybe her fat ass came up out of the water and they were like, "What the fuck is that?"
Maybe that's true. Maybe she did swim there, huh?
I don't know if I believe in ghosts. Like, I have ghost stories, but I've never actually one has not appeared in front of me. Till I see one appear in front of me and go, "Gregg, you loser." You know what I mean? I couldn't say for sure. You know what I mean? I want to believe that, because I want to believe that my mother, my father, my sister, my ex-girlfriend, all my people that I love that have passed, I want to believe that there's like, that it's not like a light bulb that just dies out. I know energy never dies. It gets, no, I want to know consciousness. You know what I mean? Like, I want to know that, that you love somebody one day, and then all of a sudden they die. Is that it? Like, what a cruel joke. You know what I mean? Life is like a cruel joke then. You know what I mean? Anyway.
Yeah. You ever hear George Carlin when he says, "Do we really believe there's a man living in the clouds?" You ever hear George Carlin?
Yeah, I don't think that's the way. I think if it's like another dimension. I don't really think that there's some guy, sitting up there all jacked with a beard like this. No television set, no internet. He's going to be sitting up there like Gregg, and I'm like, God. I once prayed to God. I said, God, and I heard him answer. I said, God, I'm a good man. I try to be good to everybody. What is it? Why don't you fucking like me? And God said, Gregg, yes, you are a good man. You do a lot of good stuff. You have helped people, but there's just something about you that pisses me to fuck off. Like, thanks a lot, God.
Trembolone Sandwich says, in memory of Big Lenny, can Gregg please tell the truth on John Romano and Dave Palomo's escapades with trannies? Oh God, Jesus Christ! There, Trembolone Sandwich.
Let me get pissed off, then I will. Dude, listen to me. When you get these guys right now, follow me in this sport. Men are very visual and very, bodybuilders are horny motherfuckers. There's a degree of like, some people say homoerotica because we're really into our bodies, we get, you take a lot of hormones. And then these guys that nothing against female bodybuilders. I love, it's a female bodybuilder's sister to me, Dana Capobianco. And, godfather, her children, she's like a sister, trust me. And, but, a lot of female bodybuilders are like, here, pull my finger. You know what I mean? And here, fuck me. And you've got from behind these giant traps, they shave their lower back and shit. There's these giant hamstrings. Not for nothing, okay? At least the training, whether it's an illusion or not, it's a little butt, like tiny little nice legs, a little clean butthole. It's not like fucking hasn't been shaved, like, because they get all hair removed and hormones kill hair. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? So I don't believe any of these guys like, their ex-wives and girlfriends are like, hey man, what's going on? You want to go out? Well, you know what I mean? Like, it's not the most feminine thing, right?
No, it's not.
Chick with 21-inch arms, like, hey, check it out. Hey, Dave, check it out. Look, I got a good pump going on my biceps. That like doesn't make me go, oh yeah. Let me see those fucking biceps on you. holy shit, your hamstrings are fucking shredded. I'm about to come. You know what I mean? Like, no. Okay? That's not happening. Not for me. Okay? So, and if I showed you some of the trannies that I know that I think are hot, you'd be like, fucking, hey, dude, they're hotter than your girlfriend. So what do you want me to tell you? Got big tits, nice little waist, skinny. Some got the bijouly got cut off, some don't. Whatever.
Dan said, Joe, I've heard people say we're living in a simulation. Do you believe any of that?
Oh, God, I hate that. The Matrix. We're living in a Matrix. Well, mine is fucked up. I don't know about you guys, because the Matrix I live in, 2 and 2 isn't 4. It's some weird number that's never been, nobody's ever figured out yet.
Yeah, I don't believe in that.
Weird is in my Matrix.
Yeah, I don't believe in any of that stuff.
No, I don't believe in any of that shit. That's like Joe Rogan shit.
Yeah, kind of crazy and everything. What do you say? John Mancini says, I don't believe in any of that stuff. Way too many galaxies in the universe.
Oh, yeah. No. John. Every one of those experts, the ones that run the Hubble telescope, the ones I'm telling you say they've never been here, never can be here, and they give you why. There's a whole, I can give you guys, John, you can write to me, I'll send you videos and it'll convince you. But that one thing they all say, and Neil deGrasse Tyson, who I can't stand, he's a pompous bitch, but even he says the same thing. The universe is teeming with life. They believe there's millions of planets that contain life, whether it's just a speck of fucking bacteria or it's some sort of being that could even be smarter than us. They just can't make it here. There's no way you're 250 million light years away. That means at the speed of light, that if you travel at the speed of light, at 250 million years it'll take you to get here. It's just not possible. And the whole, well, they can always go to sleep like they do in the movies, you know what I mean? Like Prometheus and all. No. That can't happen. They even say that, that robots can't last in space because there's grit. There's grit, and you got to hear fucking even Neil deGrasse Tyson again. I'm not really crazy about him, but they tell you all the reasons why certain things can't happen. Okay, and I'm just telling you, in 250 million years from now, this Earth wouldn't likely be gone. Okay, so. The light, if you are living on a light year, let me just say, if you're on a planet somewhere out there, 250 million light years away from Earth,
yeah,
and you're looking in a telescope right now, right, and you see Earth, look at that little dot right there. Let's zoom in on it. And you're super intelligent. You could actually zoom in on it. You know what you would see? You would see? Dinosaurs. Even though they're extinct, you may say, "Come on, how could that be? They're extinct." Yeah, but 250 million years ago, light bounced off the Earth, and it took 250 million years for that light to reach that planet. So if they could see, they would see dinosaurs. Some of those planets you see that are bright and shiny up there no longer exist because that was 250 or billion years ago. That light left that planet to here. Do you understand that? So at the speed of light, it takes a billion years to get here. More than likely, that planet's not even there anymore. And don't give me that wormhole. Black hole shit, that shit. A black hole is a star that imploded, and anything that goes near it gets sucked in and dies. There's no living. You don't go through a black hole and come out and it's like, look where I am. I'm in utopia. You've been watching too many movies.
John Mancini said, LOL, Greg, what if Ariana Grande turned into a bodybuilder? Would you do that?
Well, she would ruin herself to me. I wouldn't like the jack.
I like do that.
The reason why I like Ariana Grande. Listen, I like. What's that song? What's the blind Italian guy's name? I can't believe I forgot. I got his fucking
Buccelli. Andrea Buccelli.
Right, Andre Buccelli. Now look for Andre Buccelli singing with Ariana Grande. Okay, and see what she looks like in that video. That's my fucking Ariana Grande. Okay, I would live in the bathroom a week just to smell one of her farts. Okay, because I'm convinced that when she blows a fart, it's like fresh baked chocolate chip cookies or night. Oh, look, my mother made brownies. I love that smell of fresh baked bread. There's no way her fart stinks. Okay. So that's the Ariana Grande. Now you start making her jacked and pull my finger. I just benched 250 pounds. That's not turning me on. You just lost me. Okay. Just like what's his name's wife there that I like, Amber Turd. I love young Amber Heard, right? But now the one that was in the fucking court, now she's all nasty. She's not nice anymore. Her face got a little heavier. Sorry.
That's what the question is here. It says, Greg, would you prefer Amber Heard or Amber Turd?
Well, I wouldn't mind Amber Heard leaving her turd. I'm like Johnny Depp. You fucking complain about that? That's a hot girl taking a turd. You should have tasted it. I bet it would taste like a fucking Baby Ruth bar, right? I bet it was a baby. Maybe she tricked him. Maybe she was stuck in a Baby Ruth bar in there, and he thought she shit on the bed. But she was hot, bro. Let me tell you. She
wrote her career with that stuff. With all
in her prime, when she was young. Like whatever happened to Mandy Lane. You ever see that movie? She was a piece of fucking ass. I like that, bro. That's another one. In the bathroom, I'd be her sex slave in 2 seconds. You know what I mean? I have no pride, Joe. I have no pride. Huh?
She let her shoot darts in you?
She can shoot darts on me. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a shit. I would definitely fucking that girl was she was hot, Amber Heard. But Johnny Depp ruined her, right? Now she's a nasty beast and stuff. That's what happened. You lose me then. Now you lost me. I'm no longer your stalker.
Yeah, Steve Z, what's up, Momos? I'm late.
Steve, listen. Holly's a little pissed, Steve. You're late to the game. Holly was asking for you before, so now you better get her off your masturbation fantasies. Now that's it. It's done. You fucked that. I'm just kidding, Steve.
The Swede said Gregg isn't doing anal like going through a black hole.
I would definitely do anal with her, with Amber Heard.
Yeah,
as long as the hole's not black, if you know what I mean. But
let's see. V99 says if you can find out date you will die, would you want to know? If you find out your death date, would you
want to know that? I'd be sitting there fucking shitting my pants every day, even if it's 100 years from now, you'd still be sitting there. Oh no, I'm one day closer to fucking, and that day would be the most depressing. No, I wouldn't want to know. Why would you want to know that?
Yeah, why would you want to know that, man? Not me. I wouldn't want to know that. Let it happen when it happens.
Yeah,
you find out your death day, you probably die the next day anyway. It's some stupid shit.
Right. You might actually be able to live past that, but you've got it in your head you're gonna die. Do something stupid to cause your death.
Yeah. All right, Greg. We got to wrap up. It's been over an hour.
Wow.
We're gonna wrap up here. I gotta.
It goes fast.
Ready. Yeah, it goes by real fast, man. So I want to thank all you guys for liking, subscribing, and of course in the chat, John Saldi, the Swede, John Mancini, of course, Holly, Steve Z, Sandwich, Dan, of course, our man Dan, Ruben Sanchez, all you guys. We love you guys and join us every week.
Yes, man. Thank you guys.
Dude, all the time. You guys appreciate everything, man. We will see you guys next week. All right. I'll talk to you in a little bit, Greg.
If you can't be with the one you love the one you're with.
Started from nothing. Jersey streets, we owned it. Jay-Z pumping.